Hello there monsters and men, ladies and people, and welcome to Recharging. This is our Kia e-Niro, and the reason why we bought this car is because we expected a baby and we wanted a bigger car. A reason why we bought the Kia e-Niro is because in the past I have seen a video where someone lowered the boot floor of this car and therefore increased its boot space by 20 to 25%. And now I am going to do the same. Because with a baby we found out that having a bit more boot space is very handy, is very nice to have. But I am not only going to lower the boot floor, no, I am also going to install a frunk. So let's go! Welcome to a sneak preview of my house where I am sitting on the floor in the attic. Yeah, that may look a bit weird, but this is the most quiet place in the house and I do have the most space here without having to move stuff. So that is the reason why I am sitting on this very not so comfortable floor. Yeah, anyway, the reason why I will install the frunk first before lowering the boot floor is because simply there is stuff now under the boot floor that I have to move somewhere. So if I install the frunk first, I can take all the stuff that is now stored under the boot floor and put it in this new frunk. And then I can take all the time I want for lowering the boot floor. Before I open this box, first a big shout out to Rati because they have sponsored this video. Yes, they have sent me this frunk that is in this box. And they do not only have frunks for the Kia e-Niro but also for other cars. The Hyundai Kona, for example, the Dacia Spring or the MG4. So if you are looking for a frunk or other handy accessories for your car, please check them out. Link is in the description below. Alright, time to open the box. Here is the magic scissor. Where did that come from? Oh, whoa, that is not good. Oh. Can I open it like this? Oh yeah, I can. Take all my power. Boom. And more power. A real unboxing. I think this is my first unboxing video. So here it is. What is in the box? Well, there is this. Here it says Rati Frunk with a nice cover for the frunk actually. That is a very nice cover. Well, here it is, a plastic box. This will be my new frunk. So that is that. What else is in there? I have no idea. Let's open this up. What is this? More plastic. Some handy things to install the frunk. And hopefully this is the manual. Yes, this is the manual. So that's it. Here it is. Here's the frunk. Let's install it. Alright, before I install the frunk into my car, I have already done some preparation work because I have attached this plastic piece and also these four rubber stands. And this was like a 5-minute job. Really easy. Really easy. Hopefully you can see me a little bit and also hear me, but this part should be very simple, even simpler than the previous part. First of all, I have to remove this plastic cover. And remember, always save this or keep this somewhere because if you want to put the car back in its original state. So again, don't throw this away. So that is now gone. Now I have to remove two things here. So let's get the correct size. Is this the correct size? Yes, it is. So now I am removing this. And also this one. Very careful. Here we go. Also save these two because you need to have them if you want to put the car back in its original state. So again, keep those, save those somewhere. And then I have two new ones which I have to put in place instead. So screw this on. It is in there, but it doesn't want to. Get another one and then just, that one is too big. Anyway, what you do is screw these in like that. You have to do both sides, of course. And that's two, also in place. Just check them one more time. The wrong way, this way. Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, that's tight. And then, nothing more than putting the frunk in place. I said nothing more. Push it down. And there it goes. Here is your frunk, nice and sturdy, and well, again, it's nothing more than that. Let's put all my stuff in here. Then, what is all my stuff? Well, not a whole lot. There is a first aid kit, a safety vest. Well, man, this actually will not rattle around that much. And a blanket. And that's it. And if I want to, on a holiday, for example, when the boot is full, I can also put my charge cable in here so I can always reach it. Again, very handy. Put the dust cover on top, like so. And tighten it a little bit. And there it goes. I have a frunk. Again, thank you Rati for sponsoring this. It's now time to lower the boot floor. Alright, now that the frunk is installed, let's lower the boot floor. And the first step in lowering the boot floor is to remove all this plastic stuff that you see up here. I can remove this middle part very easy. There we go. And now you can see how much space there is normally under the boot floor. You have this much space, and it is about 15 centimeters. So with lowering the boot floor, I free up 15 centimeters of extra boot space. That is a lot. Let's get to it. And there it is, the end result of removing all the plastic. Yeah, that was nothing more than unscrewing like 10 screws. But now comes the hardest part, creating a boot floor. Yeah, what I want to do is use the old boot floor. Here it is. Can I do it with one hand? I can, sort of. Use the old boot floor as a template or a mold, however you want to call it, because this just doesn't fit 100% correctly, because as you can see, there is a gap here, and I can shove it towards me, and then there is a gap over there, but it is a good starting point. So yeah, I am going to wrap my brain on how to do this, and then it's time to get some wood, draw and saw a boot floor. Let's hope everything goes well. So here it is, my work of art. Hopefully you can see it a little bit clear, because it is a bit messy with lines everywhere. But the lines that I have to saw, I made them a bit thicker. At least that is what I tried. So this is going to be the new boot floor. This will not fit, I have to adjust it, but let's saw it and then let's see how it fits. So here it is, a newly cut boot floor. Not a bad result, if you ask me. Well, let's see how it fits then. As expected, it doesn't fit. The reason it doesn't fit is because of that notch. So what I have done is put some tape there. I measured that. That is about 10 centimeters. So I have to cut a notch here of 10 centimeters. So let's do that. There it is, the notch, and I have to say I'm pretty proud of myself because it fits perfectly at the moment. There's only a problem. It is a bit tight here at the rear, and the reason because of that is because it is now stuck against this piece of plastic, and because of that there's a gap there, and let's get over here, there's a gap here and a gap there. So what I want to do is cut out a bit here so it will come closer to the rear of the car, so the gaps are not that big and so it is a bit less tight at the rear. And this is gonna be a fiddle, and I have to think about this really good, otherwise I screw up my boot and I have to start over again. So let's get to it. Okay, so what I have done, as you can see, is cut this piece of plastic out a little. Now the gap is, well, still a lot, but I can pull the wood forward. And as you can see, no, it's not perfect, but it fits a lot better. Again, pretty proud of myself, So yeah, here is a new boot floor, or is it? No, because I'm not done yet. Because what I have are those cork plates of 6 millimeters, and what I will do is I will glue those plates to the underside of the boot floor, and the idea behind it is that they will cancel out vibrations and will also dampen noise. So let's do it. So here it is. I glued the cork and wood together, cut the cork with a knife, and this is the end result. There are some rough edges here and there, like here and here, where the glue didn't hold too well, or where there wasn't any glue. But overall, again, not a bad result. But I have to tell you, this is not the final result. No. Okay, another day arrived, so it is time for another job. And what I will do today is finish my boot floor. You already see it, there is a piece of rubber. And what I will do is I will glue that piece of rubber onto the upper side of the boot floor and then cut it in shape. Why do I put this piece of rubber on top of the boot floor? Well, first of all, it looks nicer. Second, it prevents things from rattling onto the boot floor. And third, it will probably add another bit of sound isolation. And as a finishing touch, I will attach this leather strap so I can pull up the boot floor easier if it is in place. So let's get to it, and then you will see the final result. And see here the end result. Not bad if you ask me. Again, I am pretty proud of myself. And with the black rubber, yes, it does look better. It does look better. So how much space did I gain? Well, in height, I gained about 13 centimeters over the whole boot floor. So again, that is quite a lot of space. But also in the lower part of the boot floor, I also gained about 5 centimeters of extra depth. So again, you can get a lot more space if you do this. The boot space is now a lot more practical with a stroller, trust me. So again, the end result, it's not bad, it's not bad. Yes, that notch could have been prettier, I admit. But overall, it is not bad. Also, the gap here, there is still a bit of a gap. I could have done that a little bit better, but I will probably order some foam that I will paste here so it will seal completely. And I will also put that foam under the boot floor, so again that it will seal completely, and hopefully that will isolate just a little bit more sound. But I have to say though that the car does seem a little bit quieter with this new boot floor. And well, that does make sense because it is a lot more mass than the old boot floor. So there you have it. It will take you a couple of hours, but the result, if you need the space, it's worth it. It's really worth it. And there you see, with a few hours of your own time, you can really make the Kia e-Niro a more practical car. Again, I am really happy with the result, and I am really happy that I have done it. And at last, a big shout out again to Rati for sponsoring this video. You can check them out in the description below. That was the end of the video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give a like and do subscribe. If you have something to say, leave a comment, and then thank you a lot for watching, and as always, to be continued.